Sorry.
No, you're fine. You have to do that eventually, yeah.
Brothers, we are minded to name James Kristoff to join this order.
Let James Kristoff approach their majesties!
This candidate has been part of this kingdom since a very young age. He has weathered storms. At times, he has almost been banished from using anything with wheels. He has walked a heavy path and has traveled afar. He has strode the great unbuilt bridge of Australia. Many of the stories that we tell, this man has been involved in. My brothers and sisters know him well. We have all watched him grow. We have all watched this seed grow into a great tree, into a great western oak. I look at this man and I see a young boy one day that I was lucky enough to meet. I was lucky enough to stand there on that day. Your Majesty, it is with all of everything that I am that I bring before you James Kristoff.
You almost got called emotional for 3 times.
I'll start crying. This is great.
Boss isn't here to do so.
You look so clean cut.
He's so pretty.
Franchise man.
James Kristoff, right mindful of your prowess, your honor and your chivalry upon the field, we are minded to name you a member of this order of chivalry, to make you a Knight of the West. Will you accept from us this honor and swear your fealty to the crown and throne of this kingdom?
I will.
Are you squire to any knight?
I am.
Call him forward.
Sir Gunther Baronjager, Viscount of Sinagua and the West.
Sir Gunther,
Majesties.
we believe you have business with this man.
I do. Stand, James. May this be the second to last. You and I have been on this path for 12 years. Been in and out of things. I couldn't have asked for a better student, a more dedicated friend. Your knowledge, your common sense, our connection, it's going to keep going. But look around you. Look at the people who are assembled here to welcome you into our order because of the person that you are today. I'm humbled and I'm proud. The first bird to fly the nest. So I release you from your fealty. Face. But I didn't because I'm a knight. Now you can use that. Now you can use that. How'd you learn how to do that, man? I release you from your fealty. I thank you for your time. Pass this on to yours. I love you. You have business with His Majesty.
We thank you, Sir Gunther.
Thank you.
Will you now give us your word that you shall henceforth, as you surely have until now, comport yourself as befits a peer of this realm, and that you shall strive to be a noble example in all your endeavors?
I will.
Will you promise to further treat all with courtesy, and uphold the laws and traditions of our kingdom?
I will.
On what sword would you swear your fealty?
I would swear on the great sword of state of the West.
Bring us our sword. Give us your hands.
To your liege and before your peers, swear your oath.
Here do I swear by mouth and hand, fealty and service to the kingdom of the West, in all matters that concern the crown, to speak and to be silent, to come and to go, to do and to let be, to strike and to spare, in such matters as concern the king, on my honor, and by the lawful commands of the crown, in need or in plenty, in peace or in war, in living or in dying, from this hour henceforth, until the king depart his throne, death take me, or the world end. So say I, James Kristoff.
This do we hear, nor fail to remember. And we, for our part, we do return this fealty with our own. And we swear that we shall support and protect and defend you and all the members of this order with all of our power until we depart from our thrones. Death take us, or the world crash to ruin. So say we, Hansa, King of the West.
So also say we, Helga, Queen of the West. We asked you a question before, and so we're jumping ceremony a little bit. When we started, both of us were cocky teenagers. And these fine gentles, and many of the members of the populace, dealt with us, and taught us, and cared for us, and turned us into the peers that we are today. One of our first events, I stumbled across this blade, and I have held on to it for 16 years, waiting for the day you'd get slapped. And so this is my gift to you. It is a mark of the journey of our friendship in this society, and how we have affected each other, and the fact that I can plan way better than you can.
Without a doubt.
My king?
You had wished to be dubbed with your own blade. This is it. We dubbed thee once. We dubbed thee twice. James Kristoff, we dub thee Knight. Bow your head. Know that knighthood is not easy. It comes with pain. It comes with responsibility. It comes with obligation. It comes with the obligation to answer blow with blow. Let this be the last blow you receive without exacting the vengeance of a knight of the West.
Master Joel, as a pelican, will you speak of this man?
I will. I am Joel the Brewer, part of the Order of the Pelican. I wish to speak about James' service. A brief anecdote. Several years ago, as we were preparing the site for what would become the Golden Beltane event, James and I found ourselves having to build many, many, many roads as part of that site. And we had never done it. So we learned. But James, being James, developed a great mechanism to make that much, much easier and faster, and we were able to make the event. So that was good. James, as an example of this service, has gone on to help lay out many other war sites since then, and at that time it was clear to me that he was my peer.
Thank you, Joel.
Duchess Ivany Punslayer, will you speak as a laurel of this man?
I would. May I?
Please, Your Grace.
Their command. I am a laurel and a bard, so it shouldn't be too hard to show you my regard and rap the praises of this man who once stood as my champion and kept me safe with his own hand. I was his queen when he was newbie. He was such a little cutie. Told him think of what he could be. He was rash and somewhat spastic, but so enthusiastic. His laugh was fantastic. He could add or he could take away from here. From that time I seen him trying. His skills, they multiplying. His enemies, they dying. And I'm so proud to stand here and to call him my peer. He said he wanted me freestyling, so now I am compiling what about him is beguiling me, cause he always make me smiling. His armor is so fly, it will catch you by the eye, which just might make you die. His generosity is not atrocity, and his courtesy shows no paucity. He's got great ferocity. He loves the bardic arts and gave Punderdome its start. He's got fantastic heart. He works metal and in leather, making large us all his pleasure. And attorney Kristoff's cool. On the war field, he no fool. Y'all know his badass stunts? He saves them all up for a boar's hunt. Cause his tusks, they sure ain't blunt. For a fight you'll never want. Hangs upside down in prison and grunts.
Spider Pig!
Spider Pig!
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does!
That bear on shield, move over, cause it's nothing but a cover. For James Kristoff's known world over as Spider Pig, superhero of the West. I learned a new form for him.
Somebody shouldn't challenge a bard of that level.
Magister Simone, as a master of defense, will you speak of this man?
Shall. Your Majesties, if I may.
Please do.
No way am I going to compete with that.
Truth! Sorry.
No, you're not. Nor
As
should
a
you
master of defense, one of the biggest things we strive for is finesse on the field. To fight with steel, you must know how to place a blade in the right position at the right time. Anybody that has fought this man on the field, anybody that has watched him, that man can dance. More than anything, though, I wish to speak of not his honor and his chivalry, but those he shows to everyone else, be it on the field or off. Since I first met that man, he has respected me and approached me greater than my station. That alone makes him a peer. He is truly an SCA citizen, and I couldn't be happier to call him a fellow peer.
Thank you so much.
Countess Honora Reigns, as a rose, will you speak of this man?
Well, I wrote this so I wouldn't cuss, but shit. After all of that, I have no idea what I could say. You all know me, you all know our history with this man, and that should be a good example of how hard it is to hate him. Angry with him because of who he is. James is an absolutely amazing person. I did have to write that part down or I'd start to ramble. Some people work very hard to be virtuous. They have to literally remind themselves, oh, I should not do that because I'm a peer. But not that guy. He was my first introduction to what a squire and a knight should be, because I walked up, asked him a question about a great mookin club that he was carrying around. And when I went walking away, I said, that is the nicest knight I've ever met. And this person, I don't recall who, because I've heard them, literally said, oh, that's just James. He's just a squire. I couldn't believe it, because he has such peer-like qualities, and he was such a knight in my eyes as a newcomer. Walking around the vigil last night, I got to hear all of these stories about how people met James, and it was always with a smile, a helping hand, everything you can think of as a person you would want to be a friend with. For him, his humility is to the point where you want to shake him and go, will you take the compliment? Because he just won't take it. He's walked off field after after winning against an opponent, telling them how good they almost beat him and how much he's almost died. And that's because he enjoys it so much. He makes everyone enjoy watching fighting because he's spinning around, he's throwing himself on the ground, he's losing his helmet in the middle of a battle, he's hanging from the rafters. We can't use that bathroom anymore. There are rules made
True
for
facts.
this man. Because of that, he is a legend in my eyes. He is a peer, absolutely. And Your Majesties, thank you so much for recognizing him as the peer that we should all strive to be.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Sir Gunther Baronjäger, as a knight of the West, will you speak of this man?
James and I, and Her Majesty, it's true, they go back a long way. We were there the day, Fergus and I were there the day, where he had some issues with a person, and he held his chin up high and was a bigger man, even though the person who offended him was twice his age, had the police backing him. He got accused of all kinds of things, and he held his chin high, higher than anybody I've ever seen. He was impressive as a young person, and the older he gets, the more impressive he becomes. I'm going to get a little choked up because, like I said, first to fly the nest. It's not often that I find myself in uncharted territory and don't know how to handle it. He's been a peer since the day I asked him. The way he holds himself up, like I said, everybody, he smiles. I wish I could be as knightly as him, honestly. I don't have words to describe the gratitude that he's given me. He's probably taught me more than I taught him. I welcome him wholeheartedly to our order. And again, James, I love you dearly, brother.
Thank you, Gunther. Are there spurs?
There are spurs.
Do these spurs have a history?
A short history, they come from Sir Takeshi.
Pretty good.
And I'm going to need help putting them on because I can't get down there. His old knight now. I was. Thank you. Takeshi sends his apologies, he couldn't be here.
Wear these spurs as token of your rank. And as a side note, we find it amusing that they come from Takeshi. From the first night we made to the second. Is there a chain?
There is, Your Majesty.
Bring it forth. Does it have a history?
It does.
Let us hear it.
Sir Gunther, can you show the populace this chain? This chain is an iron black chain. It is not a gold chain. It is not a silver chain. It is a chain of a warrior, a fighter
that goes out on the field and leads troops. It was created by Sir Sebastian, the first Baron of Darkwood. He passed it on. He was a warrior, and he passed it on to me, as I am also a warrior. Many years later, I passed it to Sir Gunther, because he is a warrior, war fighter, a leader. We have seen yet a brand new knight that is a warrior. And Sir Gunther will now pass that chain on to him.
A noble lineage, and one to live up to. Wear this chain in token of your fealty. Is there a belt?
Your Majesty, there is.
Has it a history?
A short one, for it is mine. Your Majesty, from the day I was elevated, I made this belt. It is the only knight's belt that I've worn fighting. It has traveled. It has seen many things. Under my command and by my own hand, it has laid many a foe low. The greatest thing about this belt is that I give it to you. To put on a man that I know, before I have seen it, will lay more to that task than I ever could.
Thank you, Sir Fergus.
Allison, do you wish to help? Hopefully he punched smaller holes.
He does it better not. So the history is short, not the belt itself.
You're going to have to plug this in like 3 times.
You probably get 2.
Wear this belt as a token of your chivalry. Oh my god, I just totally botched all that words for you.
Sir James, rise. Go and greet your peers.
For Sir James Kristoff, newest knight of the Kingdom of the West. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Woo! Be it known that their Majesties Hansa and Helga, King and Queen of the West, do on this day elevate their subject James Kristoff to the peerage of this kingdom, and do name him a knight, and do admit him to the right noble order of chivalry. And they do grant unto him by letters patent these arms, per pale azure and argent, a bear's head, a fronty erased, counterchanged, a bordure, sable melody of 4 points or, to bear and to hold without let or hindrance throughout this realm, by our word in hand, this 7th day of April, in the 52nd year of the Kingdom of the West, Hans Rex Occidentalis,
And you struck me.
Helga Regina Occidentalis.
I got armor. Let's go.
Oh, no, he's easy. Hit him. Hit him back. There you go. Dude, your duty.
Gentlemen.
Long live the King and Queen of the West!
Long live the King and Queen of the West!
Gentlemen, drag him off and have at him.
Let's go, baby!
No words?